Doll Baddies. So in today's video, I'm finna be giving y'all a frontal sewing start to finish hair tutorial, and let's just jump right into this video. We ain't wasting no time, we ain't playing no games, and we gonna get into this braid pattern, which I already do have a detailed video on my channel, and the card will be above. So if you need to get an in-depth tutorial on how to properly braid your hair down for a frontal sewing, frontal wig, full lace wig, whatever the case may be, that braid pattern is your key to success. Okay, it's gonna get you together all the way right. So yeah, I'm just braiding her hair down. We're gonna do cornrow, straight back, and we also first we're gonna work on our anchor braids, which is so important. For some reason I noticed I usually always start on my right hand side, like the first braid, then I do the left braid, and then the one going down. But when I'm recording, for some reason I always start on the right. That was just when I was editing this video. I'm like, oh, I always tend to do this. Not even editing the video. When I actually was braiding her head down, I was like, oh, I always like start on the left hand side and not the right. But anyways, y'all, so right now I'm going to connect her two anchor braids and bring them together, because y'all know it's only one ending braid. If you don't know, there should only be one ending braid at the end of your foundation, just to minimize and make it be flat, and just to, you know, keep the structure all nice and tight. So I like to loop up the hair, basically intertwine it, connect the hair. I'm not even sure the proper name, but basically I like to pick up the hair, intertwine it with one of the braids, and then bring it down. So just like a connect the dots type of thing. For this hair top, I do like to sometimes use, because if my hands is dry, it's like the hair slips out my hands. So you will see me use some Got To Be. I had it like on the back of my hand just to give me some grip, because I need like grips and tension to help me better grab all the hair. And then I like to put it on the side. I don't want to overdo it, because sometimes I do over product it, then it be like real slippery to it. But do each his own, just making sure all her hair is grabbed, because we don't want no black hair showing, because we is about to do a Cajun Spice install, okay, out the scalp. So before we go ahead and melt down our wig cap, I'm going to outline her frontal placement. So I like to see where the frontal is going to be at, and just to make sure that I don't have any of her natural hair peeking out. So I'm going to go ahead and do my little white lines to give an outline of where the frontal is going to be. This white line is not where the frontal is going to be placed. It's just so that I'm able to clean up the white pencil, the makeup pencil, afterwards. Because if you put a pencil exactly where you about to put the glue, you're going to see the pencil. It's going to be hard for you to get rid of the line. It's just a mess. So I like to put it like a couple centimeters above, just to get my guide. So right now, for the foundation of the Got To Be glue, I'm just putting a gel on her hairline of exactly the way her hairline is naturally formed. So I'm just following her hairline creation, the little line, swoop, dip, baby hair, all that, whatever. And I'm just going to gel that, and then we're going to go ahead and cut out our ear holes. And I'm going to try not to sock y'all ears off this whole video, but the places I do need to jump in at, I'll explain. But I do want to explain to y'all at the same time what I'm doing, so you are aware, just so that this will be the in-depth frontal sewing video. But I have so much videos of doing the same thing that y'all Doll Baddies, y'all gonna get into it. Y'all gonna know what to do, trust me. But anything y'all need more information on or detailed video on, y'all let me know, and I'm gonna deliver for y'all. So once I go ahead and put my ear tabs, I'm gonna do my spritz. Sometimes I do sew the wig cap on before, or I do it after. In this case, I decided to do it after, before I cut the excess wig cap off. You want to make sure you do it before you cut the wig cap off. Please do not sew afterwards. As you can see, after I done blue dry it on warm heat, the cap down, I'm going to sew down on the anchor braids, and this wig cap is going to protect her hair. And it's just your foundation. This is all you got to make sure your foundation is laid correctly, so that the install it could last, be laid, could be flat. Like if your like that's basically you building a house. You ain't gonna build a house without no plan, and you ain't gonna start from the bottom. How you gonna, like, y'all know, don't play. So we gonna do this properly. And we're gonna make sure, not me trying to give life lessons, back into the video. So once y'all go ahead and sew down on your perimeters for the wig cap, I'm going to cut the excess cap, and you want to make sure that you're being mindful of your client's ear and also get as close as possible that you can. There should not be any hair out. If there is, that's because their hairline is low. It comes down low to the eyebrow, so sometimes you do have to incorporate a low hairline into a frontal install so that it could blend, because that's just how their hairline is set up. But depending on the look you're going for and how your client's hairline is formed, or whatever the case might be, how it just naturally is, they'll determine how you're going to leave out their baby hair or sideburn hair, you know, because everybody hairline is different. Everybody gonna be the same, so you have to determine what's gonna work best for you and how you want your end results to be. For this particular install, you can't have no black hair showing. That's a no-go. Flick everything to the bike, and then let's keep it moving. So right now I'm just taking my free spray, and I am free spraying down the rest of the wig cap. You do not want your wig cap to be rolled. I'm sorry, I done see so much wig caps that be rolled up underneath people's frontals that don't be flat down. It's not giving skin. Please stop doing that and free spray your frontal. Not your frontal, free spray your wig cap. Your wig cap should not be rolling up. Your wig cap should not be sticking up and not melted. It should be melted into the person's skin, so when you go ahead and apply the glue, that everything, it just melts and flows seamlessly. So I really want to put that out there to make sure that your wig cap also is flat and melted and seamlessly done. Okay, y'all probably feel the energy in my voice because it's dead serious. Like, I even know what can happen if you don't properly put your wig cap down. You're gonna see the demarcation of the wig cap through the lace. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see the roll, the texture. You're gonna see it. Like, it's no hiding it. So please, free spray your wig cap down, and let's keep it moving. So I also went ahead and added some alcohol to wipe down her hairline, just to get any extra product off her hair. You just want to make sure it's going to be clean so that the glue could do what it's supposed to do. So I'm going to add my first layer of Ghost Bond glue, and as it's drying clear, I'm going to start sewing down my first bundle. So we will be installing 4 bundles in the frontal. So the first 2 bundles should be double wefted, and as you can see, I put my needle through the weft, and now I'm about to secure it. And I like to knot up my wefts, definitely at the beginning, definitely at the end where I'm going to do the flip over method. And I also like to knot it when I'm about to start up a new bundle, or I'm ending off, you know, with the thread, like the thread running out and I gotta start a new thread. I like to knot it up too. So the stitch I'm doing right now, child, this stitch I'm doing this stitch. I guess just watch me how I go, and I do not cut my tracks until I get to the last ending part. That's the only track I'm cutting. I'm not cutting tracks. I'm doing the flip over method. So what you want to do is flip your hair and make sure when you're about to knot it and make a knot, which meaning wrap it around the thread, wrap it around the needle, excuse me. When you pull and create that knot, make sure you're holding your thread as well. If you can't work with long thread, do what you can work with. Don't be trying to make this long thread because you see my thread long. We ain't the same. Do what works best for you. Even techniques that I'm doing that you don't like or you want to incorporate, do what works for you, and it's gonna get you that bomb install. But for me, I don't cut the tracks, and I'm making sure that I'm having control over my folded tracks, and that the knot is on top of the folded track. If not, you will see a lump when you do the fold over method. So you want to make sure that the thread is on top. I said I wasn't talking this whole video. It's 9 minutes and I'm still going. But no, for real, you want to make sure that the knot is on top of the folded track, because if not, it will show. So just be mindful, and also making sure you're not sewing too high. And as you are sewing, don't forget to pause and stop like I just did. Add your second layer of glue, and then begin continuing to sew. Like, this ain't time to wait till the glue to dry. No, we gluing, we sewing, we gluing, we sewing, we working back to back to back to back. Like, you know what happened. Even if you wanted to, after you do one of your bundles, you can start straightening your hair depending on what the client getting. You know, like, do it so that your time, your duration of your service is quickly and effortlessly done, and that you could get them in and out. So right here I'm just showing y'all me about to start another track, and right here I believe I'm on my, damn, is this my second or my third track? This might just be my third. Yeah, I believe this is my third track I'm starting on. And y'all seen I put the needle through the weft. That's how I'm finna start it off. And y'all see I'm using both my fingers. I got one hand holding the needle so that the bundle weft don't fall and that my thread don't get tangled. And then I got the other hand, like, just look at the movements of what I'm doing, to be honest, so that y'all could grasp what I'm doing. So now I'm about to go ahead and install this frontal, and you want to make sure you're pulling your frontal material, because this is a fabric, this is a lace, so you want to make sure you're stretching it out as you're putting it down, because you don't want no ripples in the lace, and you just want to be at the scalp flat, period. Okay, don't make it too tight. Now where people be having headaches, like, make it comfortably tight. Have your client hold down them sideburns so that it don't come up while you're trying to apply and that it sticks. And to sew down your frontal, right now I'm just gonna make sure that I'm stretching out the frontal, just so that when I'm sewing it down that I'm not gonna have no ripples. Once again, you want to make sure that it's a perfect snug fit. So I'm gonna have my client pull down the frontal a little bit so that when I get to the middle, it'll lay flat and it ain't gonna have like no dip, no ripple. So yeah, that's all I'm finna do, is just sew it down. Just do regular stitching close together and just sew from right to left, like right across. And also I am using my hands to make sure that I'm pulling my frontal with a little bit of tension, not too much, but some kind of tension, so that the frontal in the front is laying down flat. Like, have the tension that you're pulling your frontal back, because you don't want to be too loose, and then when you go to put your part, you got space and area, and no. So add a little bit of tension, enough tension that you ain't pulling the frontal off and that it ain't gonna be pulling their hair back, like the frontal back, because sometimes if you sew too tight, it's just gonna make the frontal just come up like a here, unless you're using Gorilla Glue. Hey, each his own. I'm playing, but anyways, yeah, just enough tension so that the frontal is comfortably stitched down, but mindful that it's flat. You want to also cut down your ear tabs. Don't forget to do that. Part it out so that you're not cutting the client ear and you're holding it and you being mindful, because that'd be a tight spot sometimes, the ear area. So yeah, also when I'm about to be done, I believe I'm on my last bundle. When I get to this little portion of hair, I'm no longer creating a U effect. When I'm sewing, I'm starting to do just a back and forth motion, left to right, to close out the sewing. So that what works for me, just to do after I get to that portion. I would say like in the middle of your head, middle top of your head, just go ahead and sew back to forth the tracks. You don't have to no longer do the U, but that's what I do and works for me. Y'all know when I'm doing these tutorials, it's what I do. I'm just sharing it with y'all. If y'all like it, y'all rock with it. If you don't, you don't. But then when a girl give you some pointers of what not to do, and you know how to keep your stuff melted and laid and properly foundationed right, you can't just help but to, you know, take what I'm saying, be like, okay, you know, sis, and you know, okay, yeah. So right now, all I'm doing is taking my Kira Care stick with the hot comb, and I'm making everything flat. And I am about to define my part. Unfortunately, I did not have any color spray, so we about to improvise. What I'm gonna do is take some eyeshadow, like y'all see me doing, and create my part. So if you don't have your with color, say you doing green, if you don't have green and you want to make your part a little more tighter and slimmer, you can go ahead and use some colored eyeliner, eyeshadow, and make that part smaller. So work with what you got. You know, if you don't got no color pink spray, take that pink shadow, take that pink highlighter, take that pink whatever, and create your small part. Or if it's missing color, you know, do what you gotta do. This is your creation, this your word, this is an art. So let's get it. Go ahead and do my baby hair. So I'm about to let y'all watch me do the baby hairs. We about to get, you know, very much swimming. Y'all already know this How Come Your BFF, y'all. Ain't nothing like a hot comb, okay? Ain't nothing like a hot comb. That hot comb gonna get all your installs flat. So I'm just gonna go ahead and begin wand curling just so that I could blend a little bit more. We gonna wand curl some of the sections. This hair was already previously wand curl, but you know when you opening the hair, it does, you know, tend to loosen up. It might get a little big. It might lose the curl formation, as y'all could see. So I'm just going in and just redefining parts that was messed up, or shall I say, not even messed up, but you know, I'm just touching it up, touching up the curls. That's what your girl doing. And if y'all haven't already, I don't even know, let me see, because the video about to be done. I'm thinking, okay, if y'all haven't already, thumbs up this video. And if you got to this point and you already know you done about to watch the whole video, comment down below spicy Cajun. That's the keyword in this video. Spicy Cajun. And let's run these views up. Okay, what happened? So basically now I'm just gonna go ahead and do my filing touches, and that basically sums up this video. If y'all enjoyed, definitely put that down below, the keyword, hint hint. Thumbs up this video, share wherever you share your mama, share your sister, share your cousin, subscribe to be a part of the Doll Baddies gang. And it's lit. Like, my girl, what happened? Okay, real hot mommy out the scout, melt mother. What else? What happened? Okay, because y'all already know Doll Baddies gang taking over. And I'll check y'all out in the next one. And yeah, bye y'all. Oh, and I forgot to say, hey to EllaaBaddie Color Queen. This is a custom color, hand painted. Don't play with me. Ain't no watercolor over here. Blue, blue, blue.